Good afternoon, John Verlin again, On-Demand Advertising Solutions with another Digital Marketing Update podcast. This is podcast number 10, and I wanted to share with you today, I got a lady I met a few weeks ago at a Chamber Coffee, and I wanted to follow up more about the marketing platform and why this is so important and how solid is your marketing platform for your business. I want to kind of define that a little better to give you a better idea of what I'm referring to. Marketing platform is basically a combination of the things that represent you online, whether it's website, your blog, Facebook, Twitter pages, Google+, LinkedIn, whatever platforms you're using to promote yourself, that's pretty much what I'm referring, to your marketing platform primarily. Now, you're going to have your customer touch points with your business cards, uniforms, any kind of direct mail pieces or anything outside of the online capability. But primarily I'm referring to a online platform because this is where people are going to end up at one point or another in doing business with you, whether it's researching you, finding out where you are, communicating with you, getting your phone number, whatever, finding reviews about your business. And this is really, really critical because more and more people now are doing this. Prior to even driving 2 miles down the road to get a bottle of milk, they're checking out the supermarket perhaps, depending on what type of business it is. At any rate, I wanted to point this out, something to really think about for a small business to really be aware of this because it can make or break the fact you may or may not get new customers and you don't know why this is happening. And it could very well be that your marketing platform is not very well built, so to speak. And that's what I'm trying to do to help small businesses is to realize how you can maximize the visits you get to your website by having a good, solid platform. Case in point, I was looking up an eye doctor, and there was a practice with 8 doctors, okay? And the website looked good. Now, I had heard about them, okay, through a referral, but I didn't know anything about them. And I had gone to them 20 years ago, but they had a whole new group of doctors. When I checked them out online, they seemed to have good reviews. When I went to their blog, they had like 4 blog posts, and they were about a year apart. Now, that may not sound like a big deal, but, I thought 8 doctors, they can't afford to hire somebody to do blog posting or something. That was my first impression. Now, whether that's accurate or not, I have no idea because I haven't even been there yet. But that's what I'm talking about. That was an impression. And we have such a short window in which to make an impression in a customer's mind before they decide if we're valid or not. Trust can also come into that. Do you trust them if you see they haven't had blog posts or engagement, so to speak, with customers, comments, whatever that is? That's a brand perception, and that's why this is so important, because it doesn't matter if you're a small shoe shop or a practice of 8 physicians, you need to have a presence online that says, we are engaged with you, we are mindful of our online presence, we've invested in it so that you will believe us, because that's really your new storefront, whether we like it or not. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out is I had met a woman at a chamber event, as I was starting to say, who they owned a car repair place, car service place, actually a few miles from where I lived. And I had seen them online occasionally on Twitter. So I knew they were around, but I didn't even see their building because it was behind some trees, and I never really stopped by. I didn't have a reason to, actually, because I didn't need an oil change or anything at the time. But as we were talking at this chamber event, she ended up getting interviewed by the president for a new little feature they're doing, a 5-minute interview with chamber members that they then posted on the chamber Facebook page. And when I talked to her afterwards, I said, you did a great job, and it's a great idea they're doing this for the members to get video, imaging of them on their Facebook page. Adds a lot of credibility, particularly if you're on the Chamber Facebook page. And she said, yeah, and we started talking. I told her what I did, and well, I'm not real crazy about social media and this and that. Well, I understand, it takes effort, but you got to realize that's where your customers are in many cases. And we talked a little bit about how she could use this video and things like that. Well, at any rate, I ended up going to their website, checked out, they had a blog, but again, there was some sparseness between blog posts of 6 months to a year. They had linked to that video on the Chamber Facebook page, which was great. But I thought, she can do a lot more with that by having a blog up to date and tying that video on their blog, because you can add content to that now that is searched by Google and seen, and you can promote people not just back to your website where that video is, but they can see other content from your blog when you do promote it from a blog. Great to get them back to your website, okay? But the blog allows you a little more flexibility on that platform to launch that link out to all sorts of media, and it all adds up in the Google search engines as well. To be seen, because you can add written content to that video about what this is, what we talked about, some of the features we have. Now, several days after I talked to this lady, I get a large postcard from them with coupons, and it was a direct mail piece. Well, that's fine, they're doing direct mail. That's part of the overall branding she's doing. But my point is, after I saw this, and I thought, she's got a gold mine with that video that the Chamber did for them. And this is where your blog comes in, where you can post those kind of things. You can post them on your website, but the blog is an ongoing platform. It's almost like a mini website to add content to on a regular basis that the search engines will find, that you can use to promote through direct mail, through anything, really. To get people to learn about specifics about your business. And that's why I like them. Whether it's a podcast like this or a video, a cartoon video, written content, you name it. They're there as an extension of your platform, and they're a very vital part of it because it adds so much credibility, creativity to your brand. And that's why when people go to visit and they see blog post after blog post of not just cut and paste stuff, from another magazine or something, but this is original content. And that's why I like these podcasts, because I not only put these on as a video podcast on my clients' pages, but I also transcribe it in writing so people can read it as well. And this is all original. Everything I'm saying to you is an original content. I'm not copying and pasting from anybody. And Google favors that. So that's why these podcasts can be really powerful, and your blog can be really powerful for videos and podcasts and things like that. So that's kind of what I wanted to share with you today, about a little more about the stability and how solid your marketing platform is, because you can add so much of this content to it that helps promote you and form that overall brand perception. My email is jverlin, Verlin 1, the number 1, jverlin1@yahoo.com. If you have questions, comments, love to hear from you. Also, go to ondemandadvertisingsolutions.com. Check out the website. If you have any questions, my phone number is there. You can call. And we'll see you again next week, and we'll be talking about some more of the digital marketing update, podcasts, cartoon videos, and how they can help build your business.